Yeah, and I wanted to get a clarification also, a couple issues relating to the Budget Advisory Committee. That committee, which is also co-chaired by Dr. Herring, has gone through years of painful work and has made great progress. And now that it's going away, I want a clarification that the model that they've approved, the rules that go with the model, how you implement it, how it is used on a go-forward basis, all of that will be moving over and will be enshrined in this new committee and accepted by this new committee. I don't want to have to go through this again.
That's a great point, and that was brought up. It's going to really, what we were thinking is kind of a morphing or a metamorphosis of the Budget Advisory Committee and the Strategic Planning and Policy Advisory Committee, and certainly not redoing all of the great work that has been done over the last years. The budget allocation model, all those things stay in place.
Right, and I think the concern I have is that if a new innovative, whether it's a vocational or academic program is being proposed, that, it not be just killed. I mean, if you have 15, 20 students and you don't make that 25, that's not an artificial barrier to prevent that program from even growing beyond that number, but to say, give it some growth time, like a 3-year trial period to see where it goes before you actually do an analysis at the end of each academic year and saying, yes, I think we see this growing, let's keep it going and let's keep it there. So, rather than just prematurely just cutting it off the first semester and then kill the program, which, maybe down the road would be the premier program for whatever the college or this district.
I think what this process is and what the Chancellor is trying to accomplish is before you would have these ideas and there was nowhere for them to go.
Correct.
And so they just died out there as a great idea, but never acted on. Now we've got a process where these ideas will go through the various steps, and eventually we'll get to the Planning and Budget Council, where a decision has to be made. And so I think that it's streamlined. It means things are going to be, vetted, heard, considered, approved or not approved, but at least some people are going to look at it and decisions are going to be made. So I think I kind of like this process.
Okay, good, thank you.
Okay. Robert?
A couple of us were just wondering, where do you envision CIPD standing in this structure, or is it simply outside of this structure?
Robert, you want to identify yourself? And
Robert Brem.
Why you might be interested in this
I'm the incoming chair of Curriculum Committee and therefore a member of CIPD, but a number of us on Curriculum Committee were kind of just looking, do we belong under education? Because I saw the curriculum was under technology and I was wondering why it wasn't under education.
Great question. The CIPD still would exist as, all of the district academic senates. What you see under there, and someone else brought that up with the technology, when you see the curriculum, that was strictly CurricuNet. That was under the technology, just making sure that worked. But no, it would still go in the same type of process from the college. As you know, curriculum is really a faculty purview. And so it would start with the faculty, and we would still have the CIPD that would, flow up. But it would not be replaced by any of these committees.
And if it had implications, for example,
Yeah.
what Top said about implications for finances and support, then it would have to go through the planning and budget, and it would also have to go through the education committee. So if it was just a modification of a program, doesn't have anything to do with money, we're just creating a new program, but if it's something that requires facilities to house it, equipment to purchase, it would still have to go through the education committee. So it really would have to get the curriculum approved, but on the financial and on the facilities, and if it required technology, it would also have to go through those other 3 committees.
I just, I was thinking that I might just want to clarify something I said earlier when I was talking with you, is I'm kind of a systems person, a student of Peter Sunjay's work, learning organization theory, and he argues that most organizations die of learning disabilities when they forget why they exist. When the processes drive what you become rather than what you want to become driving your processes. So when I was asking where do mission and vision stand in it, I think that at every stage we should, focus on, always return to every single decision should be based upon the mission and vision. I'm not saying we're not doing that, and I see where it belongs, but I just want to clarify why I always emphasize that one point. So, comment, not comment.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Yeah, Michelle?
I might regret it, but.
You know what they say, never regret asking a question.
And I'm a shorty. I understand the charge and the
Michelle, you want to
purpose.
say something?
Michelle Estino, College of Alameda, DSPS. I understand the charge and the purpose, and I agree. My concern is, and this isn't so much as a dialogue, just to throw it out there, my concern is so much change. Our prompt and our passport systems, I feel that was a big change. They're not where they need to be. There's a lot of things that we still can't do or don't know how to do, or other people in the district don't know how to do. My concern is that that's not settled, and now we're starting to tear up everything else. So are we still going to tend to passport and prompt problems and make sure that we're all able to do the work that we want to do? I feel as though I'm held back on a lot of things that I can't do because of the systems and the processes.
Well, if I could just say
All of
one
us
thing.
want to-
One of the, we're all want to talk.
All of
One
us
of
want to
one of the
answer
things
this
that
dialogue.
this does, this isn't really tearing up. I really think this is taking some very large and good working committees that really seriously addressed our accreditation issues a few years ago. And now we're integrating them and making them more streamlined. So to me, it seems a real positive thing.
I agree with
not
that. I do
tearing
agree
up
with that.
SPPAC, but merging it into something that will make it even more effective. So I see that those issues that we have with our technology and can be more easily addressed, actually, because you'll know where to take them. You'll know where to take the questions and the
Absolutely.
concerns.
Yeah,
But,
if I could talk about the IT thing.
Jump in here.
Yeah, really. You know, we're in the process of hiring a chief information officer. They're going through the paper screening right now. Hopefully in 4 weeks, we'll have a new leader in that role. You've now got a technology committee here. They will be developing an IT strategic plan. There'll be leadership and a committee where your complaints or your concerns or your issues, there's now a place for it to go where it's going to be acted on. And there's going to be a lot of sunshine on that committee because it reports up to the chancellors. So I think that it's going to benefit you. That you're not going to sit here at the College of Alameda saying, you know, I need this and I need that out of prompts. You'll have some place where you can go and get those questions addressed.
Well, hallelujah.
All right.
Any other questions? Can I just take maybe a straw poll? Does this process as it's been presented make sense to you? Does it seem logical? Can I?
Mike's nodding his
I-
head.
It's Friday
Mike,
afternoon.
where?
It's Friday afternoon after 2 o'clock.
Helena?